We've got some fish in the oven, and you know what that means. It's Wellness Nerd Out time! What's up, nerds? Happy today, late night nerd talk for us about carb intake timing and what you should be eating, how much after your workout. Thanks, JMO, for the groan. How you guys doing tonight? Hope you're having a great night. So, it's going to be pretty quick tonight. We're going to finish up carbs. It's really the last thing we've got left to talk about is the timing, buddy, of when you should be eating these carbs after the workout, and that's within 30 minutes. You should have them with some protein. And when we talk about how much, sources differ. So 0.25 to 0.5 grams of carbs per pound of body weight was one. Another one I saw was 0.5 to 0.7. So you know what? Let's meet at a fair medium. 0.5 seems like we can't go wrong, right? So 0.5 grams per pound of body weight of carbs within 30 minutes after your workout should be all you need to replenish those glycogen stores. Now, what kind of carbs do you want? Well, you want those starchy, high fiber carbs, right? Unless you're going to do another workout in close proximity, right? So we go for those lower glycemic index, those healthier carbs. And we're talking the brown rice, right? We're talking whole grain pasta, whole grain bread, beans, lentils, quinoa, peas, dark leafy greens, especially our fruits, our berries. Berries are great. Milk. That's a bunch of them. Now, if sweet potatoes, right? Now, if you want that kind of moderate glycemic index carb after your workout, because you're going to do, say, another one in a few hours or coming up close, and you want to keep a little bit, you need something to burn soon, right? It's not just for replenishing the stores. Then you could go for something like closer on the end of the potatoes, the sweet potatoes, right? The kind of moderate glycemic index, the white rice, things like that, folks. So when we talk about things to avoid in terms of carbs and sugars that you see, what up, Josh? How you doing, baby? What's up, Hud? Thanks for hopping on. Happy today, guys. Saturday, I think. Happy Saturday. So, Friday. It's Friday. Almost Saturday. I'm losing track of the days. So when we talk about things to avoid, when you look at that nutrition label and you see added sugars, we want to avoid the added sugars because we want all our sugars to be natural, right? So now what if you're not sure if it has them or if it has a little and you want to know, listen. Aside from the fact that if you can't go out and pick it, kill it, catch it, right, type thing, like we talked about the other day, extract it from nature, find it in nature. You probably extract it from an animal. You probably shouldn't be having it in the first place. Aside from that, if you see on that label things ending in ose in the ingredients like maltose, dextrose, sucrose, fructose, right? Like high fructose corn syrup, we all know, right? We all know and hate. We know that's no bueno because that's the added sugar, right? Now, there are natural forms of carbs and sugars that have the ose at the end, right? Because ose really just, means it's a sugar, in essence, and take lactose, which is milk sugar, for example, right? So, so that is a little food for thought on the day. And again, if you're gonna do a workout in close proximity to the other one, you'd probably rather have those moderate, more, quicker energy, a little bit moderate glycemic index carbs, right? It doesn't mean you need to go for the high, you need to go for candy and you need to go for crazy things like that. If you are having things that are the simplest form with the highest glycemic index, which, we really don't recommend in about any case, that would be like 10 minutes before a workout, is when you have the handful of Skittles, if you're ever going to have it, like we talked about yesterday, and have protein with those carbs when you are consuming them, people. A great thing you could do is mix some BCAAs. I think a good type bodybuilder formula right after the workout, if you're interested, 0.5 grams per pound of body weight in steel cut oats. Put them in a cup, half cup, whatever it comes out to, whatever your body weight is, right? You look at how many grams are in a serving, right? and probably anywhere from half to a full cup, something like that. And with that, you can have a protein shake and some BCAAs. You can get, if you guys, especially you're trying to build some muscle, you get anywhere from even 10 to 20 grams of BCAAs in a day. They recommend, so it's very safe to be having 10 after your workout. And when we have those BCAAs, you want them in a 2 to 1 to 1 ratio of leucine to isoleucine to valine. Leucine's the big player. So leucine there should be twice as much leucine as isoleucine and valine. Okay? So just remember that. And if you see a supplement that has BCAAs, I get the bulk supplement powders myself, and I measure them out and I make it myself. But you guys, if you're getting the supplements online that are pre-made, just make sure 2 to 1 to 1 ratio. And again, have your carbs with it in the form of some healthier, lower to moderate glycemic index carbs that will give you fiber, starch, and longer lasting energy to replenish those glycogen stores, people. What's up, Baze? How you doing? What's up, friend? Thanks for hopping on. Thank you guys very much. Fantastic quick discussion. We're going to talk about something else tomorrow. I think that'll sum it up for Carb Week unless we get some questions from people. And it has been a pleasure talking about it. Maybe we'll move into fats, maybe protein, not sure yet. But whatever it is, we'll see you then, people. Happy today and happy when wellness. Love you, Baze.